Good morning, guys, and welcome to day 57, the start of week 9. It is currently 7:56. I've just done my markup for the morning, so I'm going to show you guys what I am looking for. Still waiting for the 7 o'clock candle closure, but I'm going to give you guys a brief little outlook. Okay, guys, so starting from the 4 hour, we have finally broken above all of this resistance, all of this messy chop. So I am starting to look for now clean buys into all-time high territory. On the 4 hour for today, as of right now, there's not much structure unless we was to pull into this zone very impulsively, but I don't see that happening. Yeah, so what I am now looking for is if price is able to break this level, I'd then be looking for a retest of either this level, but this would be the high, or into is more of a lower time frame 30-minute level here or here, in order to continue going along our first target pre-500. Sorry. Yeah, there is 2 minutes left of this candle, so if we it's not looking like it wants to break. Look at that. That's where it's prone to fake outs. Anyways, let me actually wait for the close of the candle and then get back to you guys, so I'm giving you guys a more accurate read, because right now it looks like that was just like a mega fake out. Okay, guys, so after the open, we rejected this high, right? So essentially, what I am looking for is either we break and we come into here and we retest this zone and then go long, or we come into this support zone. But once we come into this support zone, I'd need a 1 minute shift as opposed to just a rejection and engulfing, in order to go long, because this is a support level, so it is a valid area, because this is also a long distance. So I would need a 1 minute shift. So I'm actually gonna jump down to the 1 minute in a second, to then go long. If I don't get the 1 minute shift, I'll then wait for us to break above here or break above here. No, it depends on how the hourly closes, but yeah, I'm just gonna monitor this level now. Okay, guys, I got in here, but I thought this was the shift, but we didn't get the proper shift. Here I was able to wait, but we didn't get the proper shift, so I'm still gonna keep watching. If we get the shift, I'll get in. Okay, guys, I am now in the trade. I'm gonna explain to you why I'm in the trade and my SL and TP. So if we just look, we got in here and we literally got whipped out and price went in our direction, but we didn't fret. Okay, we didn't chase. We just allowed for the 10-minute breather, and then what happened is price held against this support level. So simply all I did was now wait for a retest, because all other time frames closed back above this support level here. So I was like, cool, let's come in for a retest. We came in for a retest, and then we shifted back bullish, at this retested level. It was really nice, clean. Our first take profit, because we are approaching all-time highs, we know that price just likes to run. So our first take profit is this 1 hour high. After this point, we'll just see what price wants to do. Yeah, so it is unfortunate that the first position didn't work out as we would have liked. If we had waited for the shift, we would have been able to capitalize a bit more on this move here and potentially got in like here as prices breaking this level here. But this is what it is. It's food for thought. If we're at like a support resistance level, we need the shift, because what happened here was beautiful. We had a nice sweep, to then go in our direction, but it's okay. We held it above this level, came back, retested the level, and we are now in. And we are looking nice, forming a nice bullish structure. Yeah, so take profit is in, TP is in, SL is in, and I'll let you guys know when SL or TP hit. Good morning, guys, and welcome to day 58. It is currently 7:53, and I've done my markup. I'm just going to show you guys what I'm looking at. Over the last couple of days, I've been doing a lot of backtesting, and I'm going to continue to, but I've started to really see my strategy and also price in a whole like different light, if that makes sense, or just in a clearer light. Like, yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking for as of right now, and then yeah, what I'm looking for. Let me just show you. Okay, so yeah, nice and clearly, we've had this break above this level yesterday. This level would have held a support level as we broke back above. We gave the indication that we're trading back above. We then wait for the retest that to then go long, or then even here we have indication ready to continue to trade because we closed above here, and then retest. Anyways, we've broken above this primary EU structure point, and we will now come into this level for a retest. So simply what I'm looking now for is like rejections, engulfings, or a shift, something in this level. But I'm waiting for London session to open. This may be an early trade, as in within the first 15 minutes of London session, depending on what we get. But yeah, my first target, because we are now trading at all-time highs, my first target is this previous high at all-time highs. We just keep riding, right? So my first target would be at 3310, 3510, sorry, and then so on and so forth. Yeah, we just have to see what price wants to do, but we're in a nice position today. We've got this very, very clean break, and this clean retest. So I'll let you guys know when I'm in, or if I'm in, if I can. Okay, guys, so I just got in what I thought was a textbook trade, bro. The indication, correction, ICC. And then we came in, we had the rejection of this low engulfing. I got in here and I got stopped up straight away, pretty much. For me, this was a textbook position, so I'm not really too sure what's happening here. Yeah, wow, okay. Let's just wait and see what comes. Okay, guys, it is 1 o'clock. I just came back from the gym, well, a while ago, and I had my post-gym snack. But it has been, I won't lie to you, a bit of a rough day. My max daily loss has been here. I'll show you guys, my max daily loss has been here. Price is a bit more volatile, so it's taking me out for like a bit more than usual. But yeah, it is what it is. Why it isn't what it is because the second trade, I'm gonna walk you through. Hold on, let me walk you through it first. Right. So this was my second trade, right? So we got stopped out, and then all honesty, I got in right about here after we got stopped out here. So right here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 minutes in before I like had a break. If I had waited, switched back to the 1 hour and saying, okay, cool. So maybe it's not this zone that we want to respect, but we could have come down into this zone that had an indication, but still held structure. I could have been ready to take it up to here and then potentially even these highs. So I have to be more patient and zoom back out if I take a valid trade. Sorry, so yeah, as I was saying, if I'm taking a valid trade, I have to be able to zoom out and say, okay, this was a valid trade. It didn't work because most likely it's because of my level. If the level is correct, right? If once I step back and come back in, it will give me secondary structure, but I have to step back first and zoom out and really see, okay, what's going on? Like what went wrong here? Because it was a very valid trade. I think that's why I was like, okay, I must just be liquidity sweat because it was a good trade. Just because it's a good trade doesn't mean it's gonna work out. It was a proper good trade, that first one. But yeah. So I'm gonna journal all of this, get back to back testing. I'm just like trying to really find a muscle memory. What is good about today is I respect my status, but what isn't good is I know this trade is gonna play out now. I know this trade is gonna play out now, so that is what it is, isn't it? I'm gonna clear my chart now and journal and then back test. Just to end off my day. Just build the muscle memory. This is actually a bit jarring, not gonna lie. Because I didn't give so I'm on the journal now. I'll shout you lot in a bit. If not, it'll probably be today. Because still it's only 1 o'clock. But yeah, I'll shout you lot. Guys, I'm currently back testing, but let me show you what I'm looking at right now. I am so mad. Not mad, but it's just like if I was just more patient, I 110% could have been a part of this move. I wasn't. I was just being silly. Yeah. Look at this, bro. Look at this. From here, this level, price indicated. Wait, all the way here, bro. This is a. Let's include a stop loss. This makes me sick. 300 pip move, and I'm down on a day. Vex. Oh, sorry. This is my back testing. But I am vexed. It just goes to show that you really have to be patient. Like after entries, after exit, like patience, 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 patience pays. Even if it's not straight away, just delay yourself, delay, delay, delay. But it's okay. We're trending really nicely, so I'm just gonna keep trading this trend as and when coming in tomorrow. So we'll just see what happens for tomorrow. But boy, am I mad. A little bit, a little bit, a little bit. But yeah, I'll call this the end of day 58. I'm gonna continue back testing. But yeah, I'll show you. Good morning, guys, and welcome to day 59 of 90 days. Almost at 60 days. Can you guys believe it? Let me show you guys what I'm looking for today. What I'm looking at the chart showing me today. Yeah. Okay, so we are very much bullish. We are technically on a high, at a high. Price is starting to slow down temporarily on the 4-hour time frame. We've created a new high, a low high, a new high, but haven't yet broken the high or broken the lower, broken the high. So essentially, what I'm looking for is either for us to break above here, get a correction to then continue the trend, break below here, get a correction to show that the retracement is in play into this zone to begin with, or if we break this zone, come straight into this zone, no retest, I'd be happy to then take this zone, because this is the indicated zone that was broken, take this zone into these highs and then potentially for and beyond. So I'm literally just waiting for an indication either way, to show, let price show me what it wants to do first. Like I said, we are bullish, so long as preferable. If we're able to break into this zone and then go long, then that'd be nice, because this is also, as well as a 1-hour zone, it is also a 4-hour zone. So even just a wick into this area would be nice, with a shift on the 1 minute time frame. So yeah, I'll wait and see what plays out over the course of the day. Hopefully you guys can see, but I'm keeping my charts a lot more simple now. A lot more simple in the sense that I'm looking for a zone, I'm looking for an indication of where price wants to go. I'm looking for a retest of that zone which price showed me from that it wants to go in that direction. And then I'm looking for a shift on a 1 minute time frame. The shift can be given by an engulfing by itself, but it has to be a shift. We can have a shift of price completely, or we can just have a shift through one engulfing candle. It doesn't matter. A shift on a 1 minute time frame, not a single engulfing, because that tells me that the lower time frames are ready to move in the direction that the higher time frames are showing that it wants to move. If that makes sense, not just a single engulfing, because it's getting disrespected a lot. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, once we come out of this little chop area at the top, between I think it's 3330 and 3340. Once we come out of that chop, I'll be able to I'll be able to give you more insight as to where I'm gonna go for today, what type of trade I'm taking today. But yeah, hopefully you guys appreciate the more simpler chart. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible because trading doesn't have to be hard. Yeah, I'll show you. Look. Okay, guys, I just got an alert that we are officially starting to break this high. So as and when we get a close of this candle in the next 30 minutes, I'll be moving my alert to the top of this zone and then waiting for price to correct back into this zone for a 1 minute shift to then go long. I'm looking for 3560 to be honest, or 35. these highs are at 3, 5, 4. Depends on a minimum of 1 to 3. So it really depends on the entry I get, and so on and so forth. So as this candle closes in the next half an hour, this gives me my indication, and I'm just simply going to wait for a correction to go long. I am kind of apprehensive of the fact we may not get a correction. Like, well, to be honest, this was the correction of this. So, yeah, this was the correction, but we didn't actually get a correction on this, which is okay. But this would be my new area in which I'm looking for a correction after we break. So, in the next half an hour, we'll see what's happening. So, yeah, it is currently 5:28. Let me just show you today's finished product. Okay, so yeah, first of all, I'm just gonna get into my push up straight away, and then I'll talk you guys through everything. Yeah, hold on. So all in all, we actually took 4 trades, but the issue was that I got in the first trade here, we hadn't had the shift, and then I added to the position at around this point here because I thought, okay, we're just going to switch up, and then lost double what I needed to. So that was incorrect because we didn't have the shift. This was a nice position. Ideally, I would have gotten in more as we was coming for the retest. You get a little break, you get a little retest, nice, like sugar and spice, but didn't happen. And this was actually a valid trade, but it was stopped out. This trade here, again, should have got in on around the sort of like retest of this after we broke, come in for like a sort of retest, and then my SL could have been down here and I wouldn't have been stopped out, but I was wicked out, and then I took another trade as we broke above, but I switched to the 5-minute. Bearing in mind, all this time I was flicking through the 1 minute and 5-minute, took another trade here as we broke structure on a 5-minute high low high, sorry, and broke. And we ended up going to TP1, which was 3,550, and then I had 4 positions on. So again, all of this was all over leveraging, but this is why it's such a bad day. I took another position off here, and then I ended up, as we broke this low here, I put my SL just below this candle here that broke this low, but I should have still had it in my mind that this was the lower high that we didn't break. And then if we created a higher low, that was the thing. But anyways, I did it according to what I thought structure was, and we stopped me out by about, my stop loss was at 50. We stopped me out by like literally like less than 2 pips, less than, what's that? Less than about 5 pips or so, like 5 to 6 pips or something like that. And we continued, but I'm okay with what I had considering the messy day we had. Day about 2 hour up, horrible day in terms of execution. Hopefully we can actually lock back in and get back with good, consistent execution, because it has honestly been horror. But considering where we got in, it was a good position we got in down here, by the way. So yeah, we got in at around 35. It's running about 300 pips now. yeah, I caught a good portion of that move, so I'm happy with that. When my alert went off to say that it was in my zone to start trading, someone asked if they want to work in for a set, so I was working in from a set, so coming in and out of a set, and I should have just said no and just said wait, I'll wait, so I could be fully engaged, because when my alert goes off, it tells me that price is ready for me to engage back in the market, right? And find a solid entry. That didn't happen. So yeah, I was like pressing, like trying to get in, then trying to find a better entry, get back on the machine, come off the machine, like it was too much. So when my alert goes off, that is my sign. I really do need to engage, because this is a show, and it was only before this I was down. I would say, let me actually work out. I saw what I was down. I was down 6.6 R on the day from over leveraging, over trading, poor entries. Yeah, so somehow we got back in the game and made through over leveraging. No, so it was just all horrible. We made back 9R, just under 9R on that trade, which left us up about 2R on the day. I'm gonna clear my chart and come back tomorrow, because the markup was so clean. Everything was clean, but what is clean understanding if the execution is poor? Like, the execution is poor, there's no point. So I'm gonna wipe my chart, eat something. I'm gonna backtest for a bit, and understand what good execution is. Because what is good execution? What is good understanding if there's no execution? Like, yeah. And also, I found out that I didn't do enough to get into second year at my uni, so I had to switch unis and start first year again. So it was just an all-round stressful day, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest, I won't lie. There was proof of edge, that's the main thing, I guess. But there's what is understanding if there's no execution. Like, I'm not gonna get anywhere. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep honing in on my execution today. But tonight it's even late now, 6:30. I need to get to eat and get in bed. Shower still. I'll show you lot tomorrow. Not a good day. I need to look back in with my execution, man. What is that? I was swearing at myself in my journal and everything, but yeah. I believe this is day 50. I can't even, this is what I'm saying, I'm all over the place at the moment. Whatever day this is, it's Wednesday. This is the end of Wednesday. I'll catch you for Thursday and Friday, man. I'm out. Good morning, guys, and welcome to day 60 of 90 days. I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking for as we're at my area of interest now. So, yeah, I'm just giving a quick synopsis. Okay, so starting from the 1 hour, we are bullish. We're expecting this area of support. We've broken above this minor area of resistance, so I'm looking for a retest with a 1 minute shift to then get involved in long positions. So if we're able to break above here, I'll take position because we've had rejections and engulfings. But yeah, let me just stay focused. Okay, guys, I am now in a trade. I'm gonna explain to you guys all I saw and why I'm in the trade. Okay, guys, so as I said, we broke this level, showing indication we're ready to continue. We may be ready to continue the uptrend, the bullish momentum. On that, we then come into this level, nice, and then came into this 15-minute level as well. And essentially, on the 1 minute, we had this beautiful shift to the upside. And I waited for the price to come down and then reject and engulf, and I got in here. My stop loss as of right now is right below here, 3532.5, just to give room over here. But as we break above here, I am if and when we break above here, sorry, because this is quite a big stop loss, and I'm targeting this move to 3375. So it's a big move that I'm looking for. So I guess the big stop loss is necessary. But as we break above here, I'm essentially going to look to bring my stop loss up. But because we're trading at all-time highs, volatility is very high. Like if I show you guys one 1 minute candle. One 1 minute candle is like 20 pips. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it's kind of like taking out 20 pips. That's a 20 minute pip candle, I think. Or like even like this from here to here. Like we're looking at 30 pip 1 minute candles. So yeah, so we had the break, the nice retest. I wait for a little bit of pullback because I wasn't gonna get an up here. It was a bit too high of an entry for me. But yeah, we're having some sort of reaction now from this level. If and when we are able to close above this level, which is also a 5 minute level, I may move my stop loss in. But right now, we've had a 5 minute shift as well, which looks really nice. Yeah, it's looking good. So I'm just gonna wait and see. I want to put in my TPs and then my alerts as well, and I'll let you guys know when SL or TP hit. Okay, guys, it is actually almost 7 o'clock, and I am still in this same trade from earlier. We didn't hit 2360 and we didn't hit 2375. I'm still in the trade as of right now. And honestly, I'm leaning more towards SLTP, but it's looking like we're breaking structure on the 1 hour now. So it's kind of a bit techy, I'm not gonna lie. This is where we are currently. This was even a partial point at 3360 if we was to take partials, but the real high is up here. Do you get what I'm saying? We started to reject, but then we closed above. So no, just I kind of have to watch price action over the next. This hourly candle has got around about 10 minutes before it closes. If we close below, it's looking like it's gonna get a bit shaky. I might have to move SL to break even, so it ends up being a break even day. But I am holding out for TP because this is the next high. If we are bullish, which we are on the 4 hour as well as on the 1 hour, like this could very, very easily just ripple back up and do this thing. But what I don't like is the fact that we came all the way down here and then went up and then now coming back down. So it kind of boils down to what the hourly decides to do now. This might have just been a waste of a day, I'm not gonna lie. Do I hold out SL or TP, or do I move SL to break even? This is my dilemma. But I was aware at the start of today, when I got into this trade, that TP may not hit today. So yeah, that is something I was thinking about. Like it might take a while to get CP, but if structure is starting to break down in the sense that the 1 hour is breaking structure, we may come further down into area that I don't want to be a part of, to be honest with you. It's kind of techy, and I might have just wasted the whole day. But we didn't get to any of my areas of like, do you get what I'm saying? It's not really a waste. Like we didn't even get to 560. I don't know. I have to sit and see what I'm gonna do. To be honest with you, I have to sit. I'm gonna watch a little bit and just see what I'm going. If we can close above that 1 hour low, that would honestly be ideal because then we're not shifting structure. If we don't, it's a long thing. It's actually a long thing. We've got 10 minutes. I'll potentially check in the next 10 minutes and tell you guys what has happened and what I will do. Okay, guys. I've been in this trade, as I was saying, I've been in this trade all day. We have now shifted below this high low. So what I've done is I've moved my SL to break even. So if this wants to continue going down, that's fine. It can take me out at break even. The trade just didn't work out, and that is fine by me. Well, not fine by me. It's a bit jarring, but I'm gonna have to deal with it. Look, as I can see, SL is now at break even. It's slightly above break even by like 2 or 3 pips or something like that, just to cover the cost of like my fees and stuff. And then if it wants to continue going up, it can continue going up. For me now, I am done with managing this trade. yeah, this is me done managing trade. It's at break even now. And again, the only reason why I'm moving to break even, ordinarily, if structure was still intact, I wouldn't, but we've had a full close below this zone, and the session is now coming to an end. The day is now coming to an end in the next 2 or 3 hours. So if we do want to come down and like sell off towards the end of the day, then I'd rather it just take me out and I look for a different entry tomorrow. And if we want to continue going up, then fine as well. But I don't lose on the day if price does go against me. And again, strictly because we've had this shift. Like if we didn't fully close below here, I'd leave it because price may want to wick into this area. But if we now come into this area after this shift, it's a highly likely price is going to continue to the downside for at least for a little bit, maybe into the support zone. I never know. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'd rather just cut my losses here at break even if that's where price wants to go. So yeah. But I'm gonna call at the end of day 60 here. I'm gonna eat and chill for the rest of the night, and then I will shout you lot tomorrow, seeing what price wants to do. I feel like it's gonna take me out of break even, but if it does, it's fine. We go again tomorrow for another trade, or look for another entry tomorrow. So yeah, this is the end of day 60, and I'll shout you lot tomorrow. Good morning, guys, and welcome to day 61. Currently 7:49. We are actually still in the same trade from yesterday. Right, same trade. Actually, I am just going to be monitoring this trade for the rest of today, as and when it plays out. If we're at break even, like I said yesterday, I'll show you guys what I've seen, what I'm looking at. So okay, yesterday as we broke here, I moved to break even just because if we was to then look even this, we came down but we continued back up, which isn't good. But if this was to have come all the way down here, we would have been in trouble because it could have very much gone like this. We're now at this minor little support slash resistance zone, and we're having a reaction, but we are still holding structure. Given that the hourly closes in 8 minutes, if we can hold above here, this level here, this low, it will be ideal. Again, we don't lose anything if we do get stopped out, but yeah, I'm just essentially just going to be monitoring this trade today. Yep, small reaction. 1 hour still, the 4 hour, sorry, still looks nice. The 1 hour still looks nice. We are having a bit of a correction, but we are overall from here to here, we have definitely moved up. Do you know what I'm saying? So, TP is still in the same place. I'm just waiting. I'm monitoring for today. I was thinking to myself and wondering if I should take another trade today whilst I'm still in this trade, but I feel like that's just complicating things to me unnecessarily. I think this is a trade. This is the longest I've been actively in a trade, not like a runner or like I'm actually just been in this trade for a whole day now. So I'm just literally figuring out how to go about it. My thing is always going to be SL or TP, partials at TP1, and just hold the runner for as long as you possibly can until prices it's not smart to anymore. So that is the vibe that I'm going with everything with this trade as well. Yeah, everything looks good. So if anything like drastically changes, I'll let you guys know. But right now we are holding structure. So there's not much I could really ask for. Okay guys, I just finished day 61's gym session, and we're still in the trade. We respected 3, 5, 4, 5 with a bullish engulfing. So I'm again just waiting it out. This kind of turned into like a swing trade, but I kind of had that in mind when I first got into the trade. But I see the destination and I got a good entry right at the bottom. Stop to start break even. So worst comes to worst, I don't lose nothing. We go into next week. Now I've got to go to my old college, to get my results because I never actually picked it up as certificates. But my uni that I'm trying to go to now needs my results, but I never got it as like physical. I only got it as an email. So I'm gonna go get those documents so I can send it to them and I can get enrolled. So hopefully my student finance lands in time. Guys, fingers crossed my student finance lands in time. Okay guys, it is 1:37 trade update. NFP just came out. Let me show you guys what's going on. As you guys can see, cleanly NFP came out and absolutely took out my first two positions. This is what we've closed on so far for the first two positions. This was definitely a swing, and I'm happy I held as I was supposed to. So now I'm just managing my runner. My extended target is at 3,600 flat. Because if as we're breaking above here, the next round level I'm kind of looking for, which would be the next psychological level. So you know it moves in 250 pips. So 50, 75 whole, 25, 50, 75 whole. So yeah, this is the next level I'm looking for. I'm just gonna monitor closely and to see what I've gone. But yeah, I'm happy with that, man. Well done. You guys proud of me for holding. So yeah, I'm just gonna eat and chill and let you guys know what I've gone. We're still pumping, guys. Looks good. Looks really, really, really good. Okay, guys, I am fully closed out of the trade now. Yeah, I'm fully out of this trade. I'm gonna show you. This is what I closed on today. That is a crazy, crazy, crazy day. I'm not even gonna lie. I closed 16.5 R on the day, bro. Let me explain to you guys why I fully closed out the trade. So what I did is I saw this as a completely like different trade. So as we broke, this was news, right? We broke above, we tested nice, right? Fine. But I was aware that we could correct anywhere deep into this zone, right? On the 5 minute, we began to get really impulsive, like we wasn't making, like this was an impulsive move. And then as we broke above this, it was a very impulsive move as well. So I was like, cool, let me scroll down to the 1 minute. And I was like, when I get a 5 minute close below this structure, I'm gonna get out. And here we got a 5 minute close below this structure. And then we made an attempt to go up. So I put my stop loss right below this structure because if we was to sweep out these buyers and then continue, it would be from here. Like there's no reason for me to risk. Bear in mind my TP has already been hit, so there's no reason for me to risk coming down another 60 pips. I'm gonna shout you guys after I journal. But yeah, this has been a crazy last 2 days. Just in terms of trades, it's crazy. That's what we're up on the week. I'm more than happy with that, man. The start of the week wasn't too good at all, but I'm more than happy with today and how today's gone. Yeah, I'll shout you lot, man. I'm out. Okay, guys, I've just finished my review for that trade. Price is running back to 3,600. Sorry, I believe we're gonna see 3,600 very shortly. It's like 40 pips away, 30 pips away. But yeah, I'm happy with how I manage that trade. Yeah, I think today was it. Today, oh, you guys saw from start to finish. Today and yesterday was good for in terms of management, trade management, entering the trade, getting out the trade. You guys saw like it was good for that. But in terms of this week as a whole, Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday, well no, more Monday and Wednesday, not the best process. So I will be going over all of that in my weekly review. But yeah, after my weekly review, we'll check in again tomorrow. So yeah, I will shout you lot tomorrow. But that is the end of day 61. What a trade, what management. Yeah, wow. I'm out, guys, man. Hello, guys. It is currently Sunday evening now. I've done my review on the week, closed out at about 12.5 hour on the week. I done that earlier today, sorry. So I've been really busy, so I haven't really been able to pick up the vlog. Yeah, this is what we closed on for the week. This is our gym stats for the week. And yeah, the goals for next week, I put 3 goals down for next week. So we're going into week 10, right? We're going into week 10. Once an alert goes off, engage fully. Don't add to positions for a better entry unless there's confirmation that the trade is right, and also your re-entry will be right as a brand new trade. Follow the system and trust yourself to follow the system from top to bottom on every trade, but also to be more selective on the trades that I'm choosing. Like less is 100% more. Yeah, and I've been back testing, so I'm literally just going with the flow, going with the system, and trying to have a week where it's like where I'm so happy with my execution, where my execution has met my understanding, and I just mash. That's the aim of this week. It's gonna be week 10, so I just want to match my execution with my understanding of the market. Yeah. So yeah, overall not a bad. Well, the first couple of days were shaky in terms of execution, but we was able to match it, pick it back up at the end. But we want Monday to Friday, consistent execution, good execution, to a standard where we're proud to say that these are the trades that we've taken. I don't want any like trades. I want 100% trades. System top to bottom, win or loss, right? System top to bottom, and happy with closing out with a win or happy with closing out with a loss, as long as we follow the system. Like, okay, I would have taken this trade again. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, that is me for the rest of this week, and I'll catch you guys. It's actually going to be tomorrow, but yeah, I'll catch you guys for week 10, man. I'm out.